I'm 46 years old and I'm just now starting to realize all the shit I have to heal from, right? It's a lot and I won't bore you with it, but I'm worried that it's too late. Like, how do you start working on yourself in your 40s? I feel like a joke and I should just succumb to being the way I am. Is it too late for me? It's a great question. I think we can both relate.
Yeah.
Is it too late?
It's definitely not too late.
Right?
It's
never too late.
It's
like literally never too late.
First of all, like what you're feeling like a joke and feeling all that, like your feelings are valid and you're processing through and being overwhelmed by the amount of shit that now you're looking at. Like that's an overwhelming feeling. So how you're feeling is totally a valid feeling. It's not the truth of it. So I'm not like, yep, it's a valid way that you are feeling. The fact that you are now able to see it, that these things are coming up and that you're able to see it, is showing how much growth you've already done to be able to see it.
So it's not like you started in your 40s.
You're just having a different level of awareness and you feel like, you had to do a lot to get where you are today to be able to see all of this. And like you could totally just succumb and say, this is just what it is. And like, just be right there. That's an option. And a lot of people do that. Or you could decide to allow yourself the space, allow yourself the ability, like you're looking at these things, you're seeing them for a reason because it is time. It wasn't time before. It's not an age. It's like it comes to you when it's time. So would it have been like when we look at it right now, retrospectively nice?
It's that thing where the teacher presents itself when the student is ready.
Yeah, you're ready.
The stuff that you are ready for is the stuff that will come up.
Yeah, you have the tools to look at the stuff that you're ready to look at because you're seeing them. You have access to different things at 46 than you did at 26. You have more space available to you in this space. You're at a perfect age to start this. It's perfect. Where you are in life right now is perfect. You get to see all this stuff.
Yeah, like 40, I like 40 is the new 10. So
right?
you're right on track to where you're supposed to be. And the truth is, like, I remember when we kind of crossed over the 40-year mark. It wasn't that long ago. We're in our early 40s. But it definitely felt like, because it's the midlife crisis, right? It's like, oh my God, more time I've lived more
we haven't hit it yet. Well, Uranus isn't in opposition on our charts yet. We're not technically there yet.
It feels like it. But the realization is that there is so much more life still in front of you than there is actually life behind you. You haven't lived even to the halfway mark yet of your existence. And the opportunity to continually heal and grow and expand is only going to make every year better and better and better. So you might as well, because you're going to be here for a long time.
Yeah.
So it might feel like it's too late, but it's truthfully not. And the more healing, like Steph was saying, the fact that you've come this far and you're starting to recognize things tells you like that's what happens when you're ready for it. Mm-hmm. So it's never too late, no matter how old, 40, 50, 60, right? The opportunity to heal is always there. It's always going to help.
Yeah. And you're going to find it again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're still uncovering stuff on our journey that we're like, just seeing that for the first time. That's going to continue to happen. There's going to be things where it feels like you're at the starting point over and over and over again. It feels like that.
It's a never-ending journey. Yeah. So it's never too late, and you can dive in. And things we always recommend, right? Help, massively important. The whole idea that you've probably got this far by yourself, which is amazing. And we know that obviously people have helped us all along the way, but consciously reaching out for help is another thing. And it sounds like that's where you're at because you sent us a message. You're probably consuming media. You're probably doing all of these things that are going to be really beneficial, and that's needed. So don't shame yourself for it. Recognize that it's super important. Mm-hmm. And then the next thing that we always recommend is just start wherever you're at.
Yeah.
So you don't have to think like, what do I do next or how do I do this? Just wherever you're at. Mm-hmm. You have to recognize that what the universe is putting in front of you is where you should start. So it's like, should I do shadow work? Do I need to go see a therapist? Like, what do I do? On and on and on. All the different things of like, how do I get help? What does it look like? Where should I start? I don't know. It's too overwhelming. Just start with what's ever in front of you. whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're facing, whatever the next thought that comes after that thought, that's where you should go. Should you go see a therapist? Yeah, maybe you should go see a therapist. Okay, how do I find one? Cool, let's research that. What do I actually have? Maybe you are TikTok certified in your diagnosis already, and that's okay. So just start wherever you're at.
Yeah.
And those are good. Those are like the two key things, right?
Am I going to find some support groups out there that are similar, like on Facebook, and like who else is feeling this? You know, starting life over in your 40s, you're going to find a lot of women out there that are like, I'm figuring this out. Like there's so many different avenues and access out there. Just get curious, and you don't have to commit to any of them.
Exactly. It's always going to change.
Yes.
Where you're at today and the help that you need today is going to be different than where you're at tomorrow, and the help you're going to need tomorrow.
And if you find something that resonates and really lights you up and you're like, this is my next step,
do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
Go for it.
It's never too late to heal.